What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Nexus Scanning Officers. Today, we are here to talk about the Twilight tier lists and more. We're going to look at our previous tier list from set 2. Might be a bit cringe, and yeah, we're going to talk about the cards we are looking forward to playing in the new set. So, without further ado, we'll get to our normal hellos and say hello to Emmy. How are you doing, my friend?
Bad time to drink water. Good.
The worst time.
Yeah, I mean, I should know by now that it's me going first. I'm in Italy. I'm in Milan for a couple of days. Still reminiscing the fun weekend of pre-release. Lot of fun. Some highs, some lows. Lows from opening my product, but maybe we'll talk about that. But I'm good. How are you, Ollie? You're very smiley. I love that.
Yeah, I'm good. If for some reason it feels like a while since we've done one of these, so I'm just like super excited, and also off the back of a bunch of pre-releases over the weekend, so super excited to just like get some decks together and play cards. Because it feels like, even though it's been maybe 2 weeks since I played Star Wars, it feels like years by now. So we got to get some new cards out and get some gameplay going. But yeah, how are you doing today, Chris?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling exactly the same. Like was it 2 weeks ago, or it was like my last PQ when I was so clocked out? I was like, I don't want to be here. I want to be playing set 3. I'm sick of set 2. I'm so happy set 3 is finally here. We'll talk about the pre-release stuff as well very, very shortly. But yeah, like I just every day I read a new set 3 card and I think about like a deck I really want to build around it. So it's super fun. How you doing, Josh?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I actually haven't managed to get out to a pre-release yet because I've been busy. However, I have got one on Thursday, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I have opened a bit of product, as you guys probably saw. Got very lucky and pulled them all, so can't complain there. And yeah, no, looking forward to. I've opened a few other boxes, which pulled me quite a lot of cards that I wanted for my decks, like immediate decks. So I cannot complain. A few more boxes to come. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good weekend at pre-release if you've gone to an event. And today, yeah, pretty much Chris is going to take the reins, and we're going to talk about some of the new sets. So let's get into it first.
Yeah, so also let us know, by the way, how many showcases were pulled at your pre-releases, because it seems like everyone and their mum was pulling a showcase. I suspect that is just because there were a lot of pre-releases, because stores got like a lot of product, but yeah, let us know. Briefly, I guess let's talk about our pre-releases and how they went. So I went to one pre-release at Leisure Games. I was planning on going to 2, but my wife had a doctor's appointment, so I could not go to the first one. It is what it is. But honestly, no complaints. Oh yes. Oh sorry, yes, I got married.
Chris got married. By the way,
that's also a live update.
talking about the pre-release.
Thank you very much.
By the way, got married. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. I got ridiculous pulls. So I got 4 prize packs, and the 6 packs that I opened. So I opened like less than half a box, and I got 2 Invasion of Christophsis, a Grievous, and now there are 2 of them, and I got another legendary. I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the good ones. And then I was also able to trade for the last maul I needed. I got a Hyperspace Palpatine, which was the last one I needed of that. So like from just rares and stuff that like I just got from my pre-releases. So like I walked home with like 7 or 8 legendaries or something. It was mad. Which made up for the second pre-release box I bought, which had nothing in it. But don't worry about that. But yeah, it was a good pre-release. How was yours, Emmy?
Mine, I've been to 2 at Dark Sphere in London. Shout out Dark Sphere, and everyone who went on Friday and Saturday. Friday went extremely well. I opened the first pack, and I sent you straight away the picture. The first pack was 1 Unnatural Life, rare, 1 Morgan, Elizabeth, hyperspace rare, and a now there are two of them hyperspace foil. And I was like, oh baby, yes, let's go. Then second pack Gore, hyperspace. And I was like, okay, awesome. I won that pre-release with Anakin Green, absolutely busted. In my participation pack, I got an unlimited power. In my winner pack, I got an hyperspace Kiadimundi. And I was like, okay, this is just insane. So Friday was just unreal. Then Saturday, I picked up my product. I got a case, and I went to play pre-release, and I was the worst pre-release I've ever seen. I got 2 Finn rares, like 2 of my rares were Finn, and then I got a base. Yeah, victory. I had to play Dooku with like suboptimal cards, but it was a lot of fun because then I swapped to Grievous leader. It was a lot of fun. So the second day went terribly wrong, and guess who won? Frankie. Shout out to Frankie with Anakin Grin. But then I opened my case and I cried because 7 legendary slots were events. One of this was another hyperspace. Sorry?
I didn't get a single now there are two of them, so I was quite jealous of your case.
No, but wait. I mean, 3 were planetary invasion. 1 was hyperspace foil. Stop with these balloons, man. It's bad news. Can I do this? Hopefully.
Are you triggering the balloons
Anyway.
on
Exactly.
Yeah, I keep showing balloons when I say 2.
Yeah, it's because you're being too emotive with your hands.
Oh my god, Emmy.
Dial back the Italian, Emmy. Come on.
Anyway, my case was absolutely tragic, but I did get like a Cad Bane hyperspace and yeah, some other bits. Another hyperspace foil legendary. I don't remember.
It was Ayla.
Yeah.
I remember it was Ayla because I saw you post it. I was like, "Give me that immediately."
Yeah, it's really good actually.
I want it now.
The Boba Killer. Spoiler: we already had one. A set one. Battlefast Battalion. So don't need it. Anywho, good weekend overall. Really excited. Cannot wait to play some set 3 games. I'm going to Spellbound on Wednesday. As soon as I land from Milan, I just like literally go to locals. So
no rest for the wicked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ollie, how about your...
Sorry?
Sorry?
I said, Ollie, how about your pre-releases?
Oh, they were amazing. So I actually ended up going to 3. I went to 1 Friday, 1 Saturday, and 1 Sunday. So
nice.
Full hat tricks. Unfortunately, the last one I did end up finishing second at, but the first 2 I managed to win. So overall, very, very nice results. I was pretty happy with them.
Unacceptable, man. Unacceptable.
On the Friday, Emmy fully stole my thunder because I opened my last pack of the pre-release and pull a hyperfoil. Now there are 2 of them. I immediately send a screenshot to our group chat and go, "Oh my god, Krish is going to be begging me for this. He will give me anything for this card."
I was indeed. It's true.
Yeah.
This happened.
I was like, okay, I'm the main character right now. I got him under my thumb. And then 5 minutes later, Emmy posts a picture of his pack being like, "Yeah, so I pulled a hyperfoil, now there are 2 of them, and also a hyperspace gore and like some other shit." And I was like, "Come on, man."
Let me have.
Had to be done.
It had to be. And then on the Saturday, I bought a very impulsive box from my locals, which I immediately regretted because I pulled trash.
Oh no! I hate when that happens.
Immediately made up for it on the Sunday. In my pre-release kit, I pulled 4 legendaries. I pulled foil Cad Bane, normal Cad Bane.
It has to have like higher pull rate. The pre-release.
Yeah, I got foil Cad Bane, normal Cad Bane. Now there are 2 of them, and Ayla Secura. So like 4 of the best legendaries in the set.
Yeah.
It was better than my box out of 6 packs. It was insane.
That's actually nuts.
So yeah,
what did you play at your pre-releases?
Sorry?
What did you play at your pre-releases?
Oh, I was boring in my pre-releases, sadly. The first one I played Anakin Green. The second one I didn't pull Anakin, but I pulled 2 Resupply and 2 Plo Koon. So I played Quinlan Green. And I think on the second pre-release there wasn't a single game where a leader lived more than 1 turn against me or more than 1 action. Because I was just ramping, deploying, and then they'd eventually deploy. I'd have coordinate live. I'd Plo Koon it, and they'd lose. And then the Sunday pre-release, I did pull Anakin again, so I played Anakin Yellow. I had a really strong Dooku pool as well as a really strong Anakin pool, so I was kind of conflicted. I wish I'd gone for Dooku just because it would have been more fun. Playing Anakin twice, as cool as it is like it gets a bit stale in pre-release.
That's I like I missed a trick there because I had Anakin in my pool, but I pulled a Rex and I was like, I guess I'm playing Rex Blue. And to be fair,
is busted in pre-release.
I did not have less than 7. I did not have less than 5 or 6 units on the board by flip turn, like every game. And there was one game where I had 8 units out, and I was like, this is kind of crazy. Like I didn't have enough space on my board. I was like, how am I meant to manage all this? It was hilarious. Anakin sounds fun.
He's crazy. I think he's very easily the best leader. And the guy that I lost to in the last round of the last pre-release was also playing Anakin Yellow. And the reason I lost was he started with initiative and so could get all the good trades.
Well, maybe that's something we can take forward to draft when we inevitably start drafting far too much of this set and keep burning our money on it. But that is a little, and obviously Josh, as you said, did not go to any pre-releases, but we'll hear about Josh's pre-release experience next week, hopefully.
Yeah, I might be doing a vlog for the channel. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Okay, see how it goes. Do a little. See if I can take it down. See if I can take it down for the boys.
Thank you for the plug, Jamie. All right. Well, let's now move on to our second of 4 segments today, and that is going to be basically getting excited about set 3. So what we've got is we each have a leader we are extremely excited for, and a card in the set that is not a leader that we are extremely excited for. And we're going to talk about those basically. So we'll go in line. Let's start with Josh. Josh hasn't spoken for a little bit, so let's go with Josh. Why don't you tell us about your most excited, the leader you're most excited for?
Okay, so full disclosure, I've been very busy. I haven't really had a chance to test too much. However, I was lucky enough, as previously said, to pull them all. And yeah, I don't know, it just seems like a fun entry into the world of villainy. I haven't played any villainy since I started playing the game. I don't know why. I mean, it was just kind of how I played the game previously back when I was younger, when I played a Star Wars game. But no, I am looking forward to this. There's a nice build with the troopers, where you can get some pretty nice aggro on the go. So I'm just trying to do some nice aggro. Basically, flip turn into the win is basically the win condition, pretty much. Yeah, and there's quite a lot of nice new cards in the set that I want to play in there. It's probably the Maul unit is the main one though. I don't actually have it on the screen, unfortunately. I think it's a bit bait. It's like not the greatest card in the world. I just like the thematic side of it. The way it hits 2 units simultaneously seems like pretty spicy. So if you can get a situation where you 2 for 1 on ECL, and then you have they then have to deal with it after that. I mean that seems like quite a fun little prospect. But like I say, yeah, I'm looking at trying to find a build which basically just kills extremely quickly. If anyone's got any ideas, feel free to put in the comments. I will be happy to look into it. But yeah, like I say, haven't spent a lot of time. I haven't even been able to get to a pre-release yet, unfortunately. But I'll get my first chance to play the cards on Thursday. And then, I look forward to basically experimenting. I do have a bit of an idea of how I want to update my Han list, my precious Han list, which is probably going to get completely destroyed in this set. You never know, though. But yeah, But yeah, like that's pretty much where we're at.
And what about the card you're most excited for?
Well, yeah, the card I was most excited for is the Maul unit. I just like I said, I didn't have it prepared to put it on screen. But
well, yeah. So just briefly, if you're not sure what the Maul unit is, it's a 5-cost red black 5/6 4 Sith traded, I think. And then as Josh, it when it attacks, it can attack 2 units at once. So yeah, like insane ECL target.
Yeah, it's kind of like another overwhelming barrage, right? It's like if you use it with the ECO effectively.
If it survives as well, like if you somehow like get to kill 2 things and then keep the unit there, it's nuts.
Yeah, I mean it seems pretty broken if you can pull that kind of thing off. But no, I mean there's also some cool stuff like I like the new Dooku unit. That's also got sort of overwhelming barrage value if you can. Pretty much the trooper build is based off of high damage units, so you're effectively trying to get those bonuses off, like that new 5/2 the 5/2 vanilla for free.
Oh yeah.
The idea is if you can like ramp and then like play into that and then overwhelming barrage the next turn with that, and that's pretty devastating. A 7 damage overwhelming barrage at the start of turn 5 will stop most decks in their tracks, really. And there's synergy with a few of the troopers. When they die, they boost other troopers, so it's basically working on the similar premise that Joshua put on with the Han 1 decks, with getting those 5 damage units early, so you can take out those sort of threats that are 5 damage or less. Like Sabine is the main one, obviously, but moving into this new meta, like I say, I haven't had much testing, but I am excited to see how it goes, and I do have ideas on clearing boards of tokens and stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff that's been released that works really well for that in the new set. So but yeah, very exciting overall. Like obviously last time I did like 5 pre-releases, this time I'm reverting to 1. I feel a bit of FOMO, to be honest, but like I was pretty busy. I actually on the gig day, I actually went into town because my locals was selling boxes during the pre-release as was allowed. So I went in and just grabbed 2 boxes because they said I wouldn't be able to get boxes the next day. So I literally just got a taxi into town just to get boxes. I'm such a addict, but it was worth it though. It was a good way to celebrate the end of the night. But yeah. Really cool. So
very good.
What about you, Emmy? I guess should we go to Emmy next?
Yeah, let's go to Emmy.
So yeah.
You'll start with your leader.
Yeah, leader-wise, I think the pre-release on Friday really opened my eyes on how strong Anakin can be.
Crazy.
It's such a it has such a strong action. It immediately made me think, wow, so all the 3/5s can trade into 3/5s. That is massive. Essentially, like if you start with that initiative and you're able to play on curve, you create a situation where you take 2 damage, but your opponent cannot damage you if you're, consistently just playing on curve and have the right units, which honestly, if you build your deck around it, like I don't think it's that hard to pull off. So
just to confirm, what's the ability on the front side? Because we've only got the deploy side.
So when it's not deployed, it reads action, deal 2 damage to your base. You can attack with a unit, and if it's attacking another unit, it gets +2/+0 for this attack. So essentially, you exhaust your leader and you do like a weaker sneak attack into surprise attack into an enemy unit. So as the example I was bringing, now 3 cost are 3/5s. You can trade a 3/5 into another 3/5. Not only that, like there's I think many situations where you even have a 2 cost that can trade into a 3/5 now. And I started thinking about building it with green, and there's some really good units that can synergize. You could attack with a Sundari Peacekeeper, and that would be essentially a 5/5 restoring 2. So essentially you don't even lose 2 damage on your base to attack with Sundari, for example. So just a lot of excitement around that action, and then I love the synergy of like taking damage, and then when it deploys, it buff itself, is a big unit. It does deploy at 6, but that's why I'm thinking like playing it in a slightly rampy deck could make sense.
Yeah, but he also deploys us basically like an 8/7, so it's like it's deceptive, right? Like
you can
you
can decide, right, when deploy. You don't have to flip at 6. So
but even at 6,
you
half the time you're going to be at 20
damage.
damage.
Yeah, it's a big body and super, super interesting. And I love how it really resembles like him as a character, kind of a thing, right? Like just being blinded by the by the fury and the seek of power and everything else. So really, really cool. For my favorite card though, it's a villainy card
Oh, nice.
that it's essentially one of my favorite character, and I think it's such a again, like I really applaud the design of the cards that really represent the unit. So Grievous is really a cool card, but also such an amazing stat. And towards the end of set 2, I started playing Kira, and looking at green blue villainy, I was like, this is busted. And now I can Vader in a 4/4. Absolutely, like
Vader being a
easy.
9/11 for 7 is kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, I put together a deck where I'm unironically, playing Vader lightsabers, because I might put it on Vader or I might put it um on Grievous. And there's a Grievous Wheelbike, which I think is just absolutely insane. 2 cost +3/+3 and overwhelm. Of course, like in a more competitive setting, yellow is getting even more strong. So I'm not keen on playing upgrades where I can get bounced. There's a new spaceship that bounced 3 cost. So I don't think it's very valuable, but going back to the unit itself, Grievous, like even if it was a 4/4 for 3 in villainy, like I'm like, sure, I'll play that card. But yeah, I'm really excited to see someone pulling off a 4 lightsaber Grievous.
It will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen on stream eventually.
Yeah. Really excited for that. So yeah, these were my 2. Ollie, what do you have for us?
I'm really glad that I'm the one that gets to follow up Emmy here, because Emmy's just gone on about how all of the characters are really well represented from the show and all of this stuff, or the films. I'm not someone who's very interested in Star Wars. I've watched some of the stuff. I have no idea what's going on with the Clone Wars. The leader that I have picked is Newt Gunray, and a big reason why I've picked him is because I'm a big fan of lizards, and that has been a big draw to me when it comes to Star Wars. Is there seem to be a lot of lizard characters. I started off the game playing Hera. I like Yoda because he's also a lizard.
Yoda's he's a frog.
Okay, close enough.
What are you talking
So
about?
I've picked Newt Gunray because he's also a lizard.
Next thing you know, bro is gonna say he likes Mark Zuckerberg or something.
This is crazy, dude.
I'm also really hoping, you guys will have to let me know, that Newt Gunray has in his cloak that like shawl that he looks like he's wearing. I'm really hoping that he's got a bunch of guns under there, because then he would be Lizard with Gun, and his name is Lizard with Gun, effectively.
Sadly, he is a slimy, conniving, coward spineless, useless guy.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Like you.
But in all seriousness, this leader is also very cool. I'm a big I'm a control player, but I'm mainly just I really like value. So I'll play non-control decks when I see cards that give a lot of value in non-control decks, like Home One and U-Wing and stuff like that. And Nuke Gunray gives you value. You get to tap him for free, and you get to play a little 1/1, and then you can do things with the 1/1, like exploit it or buff it up. And you can do that every turn, and it seems really cool. So I'm super excited for that. And you can also potentially create 2 1/1s on your deploy turn, using both the front side and back side action. He's also blue villainy, so you get access to the blue-green villainy control package shell of a deck, which is obviously a very strong one. And I also really want to try using him with the droid manufactory base, the one that when you deploy, you get to play 2 1/1s, because then I can make 4 1/1s on my flip turn. And that sounds super fun.
Ollie, would you say that Newt Gunray is the spiritual successor to Hondo for you?
Yeah, probably. I will definitely still be working on Hondo. It is a shame that we got no smuggle cards. But again, like you can see the style of player I am when I'm picking Hondo as my set 2 leader that I pretty much played for most of set 2, and then Newt Gunray for the set 3 leader that I'll probably be playing. Both of them just give me lots of value, and that's what I like doing. So,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know which one I'll end up playing more in set 3, but I'll definitely be working on both of them. As for the card that I picked, again, it's another big value card. It is Admiral Trench, I believe it's called. He's the 7 mana 5/5 in green villainy with exploit 1, and when he's played, you get to return up to 3 units that were defeated this phase from your discard pile to your hand. So it's like mini the Emperor's Legions, but also with a body attached. And also, it kind of enables itself because the exploit defeats a unit. And you can also play this card in Dooku to give it exploit 2, which not only makes it a 3 cost, but then also means that you're able to add the guys back. And also... Sorry?
And it's part of an infinite loop.
And it's part of an infinite loop. True.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. And yeah, you can also use this on your like 2 mana guys that when they die spawn a battle droid token to then grab them back, but also trigger the when defeated, or using this on like Cobb Vanth to spawn guys and then also add back the Cobb Vanth. Is like, that's so much value churning out right there. And the fact that it's so cool. You can also use it in Nuke Gunray with all the tokens. And he also looks like an evil Poro from League of Legends. So that's really cool. So that's my choices. And what have you picked out, Chris?
Well, you know what, mate? You're a fraud. You're a fraud because you talk about value and you didn't choose the number 1 value leader in the set, which is obviously Chancellor Palpatine / Darth Sidious. And I'm insulted that you did not pick these. So for those of you who don't know, so this leader does not deploy. So you don't get to deploy. But what you do get to do is keep flipping your leader over. So you start the game with Chancellor Palpatine, and then when a friendly white unit was defeated during the phase, you can draw a card, heal 2 from your base, and then flip him into his dark side. When he's on his dark side, if you have played, and so when you flip, I believe it goes exhausted. I think
it does.
Yeah.
You can't untap it and do it twice in one turn.
Yeah, but so that's the only thing to bear in mind, because otherwise you could do some really stupid nonsense. So then on the dark side, if you have played a dark unit that turn, create a clone trooper, deal 2 damage to each enemy base, and then flip the leader. He's out here making 1/1s. I'm making 2/2s. I'm burning damage. I'm drawing cards. Pathetic. And I get 3 aspects in one leader. He only gets 2. Embarrassing.
So do you think the trade of no body for the deploy? Do you think it's fine to lose that?
Oh, who needs it, mate? This is a flavor win. When has Palpatine ever gotten his hands dirty in the field? Never. He always sends the minions to do his bidding, which is exactly why I really need the showcase. So if anyone's got one, could you just like send me a DM, mail it to me. That'd be super cool.
Man is obsessed.
This leader is going to require a lot of work to make good. I think it's because it's such a different play style to everything else in the game, but it is so unbelievably cool. And I think like once we figure out, I think this is going to be like a very long term like playable deck. Like I don't think this will go anywhere once we figure out how to play it.
It's exciting to see.
I'm
It's exciting to see innovation so early on in the way that the leaders can be used. Do you think that's something they've learned from other games, or do you think it's just a natural progression that they've decided to take early?
I think. I mean, like for me, the next step would have been leaders that deploy to space. They've kind of sort of like skipped a whole step here and gone, well, what if we don't deploy at all? And like, what if instead you're like you can imagine another way they do it, where they just like you just get a passive benefit. This is more like interactive than that. So like, I think there are like sliding scales on the way they could have done it, but this is a really interesting way. And I'm just super excited for it. It's also super thematic. Like they just nailed the flavor on this leader so hard that it just makes it impossible not to just want to sit here and jam it. But as excited as I am for the Palpatine Sidious leader, and I think the card I chose is probably one of the most like game-defining cards, and that is now there are two of them. So yeah, Josh is now going to pull that up. I don't even know where to begin with this card, but like basically every single deck in the game, like every time you sit down and build a deck and you are even considering looking at yellow, this card is going to influence like how you build your deck. It influences the traits you want to pick. It influences like the curve you plan out. This influences how your opponent plays against you, because if they see you're on yellow, they now need to be very careful about whether or not they remove your units, because if they leave you with just one, you can now there are two of them, or if they leave you with none, and then you flip your leader and they don't have an instant out to it, suddenly you're now there two of them. And why are we so afraid of this card? Why is this such a meta warping card? It's cheating costs by 2, and it's doing it at like really impactful thresholds, right? So like on turn 2 you play a 5 cost, or on 5 resources you play a 7. These are 2 like really big thresholds that we have seen like have some of the best cards in the game, right? So like you could play your Luke, or you could play your Mace, or you could play your Vader, or you could play your Maul. These are like, or your new Cad Bane, right? These are insane cards you can play on resource 5, but equally on resource 3, you can play things like your new Plo Koon. You can play like new Anakin, Poe Dameron. Like these are all cards that you can just go, yep, I'm just playing that now, as long as you have like the requisite traits. And this is such a generic, like insane card, and the flavor on it is really cool as well. Like everything about this card is like crazy. I love it. I expect this is probably the best card in the set. Probably like it's just nuts. Like it's probably overhyped. Like I'm probably overhyping it, but like that's just because you read it and you see why people would be hyping it. That's my yap sesh.
All right.
So you went from within 2 sentences to saying this is the best card in the set to this card is overhyped.
I'm overhyping it. I think it is the best card in the set, but I am overhyping it.
Well,
2 things can be true.
Talking about overhyped, should we look at the our tier list from season 2?
Yeah.
And
So we are going to be doing a tier list to finish off the video for set 3. But let's take a quick look at our set 2 tier list, and I guess let's go like line by line, top to bottom. Pat on the back for all of us. We were spot on with Han 2 as being one of the best new leaders. So that was a W.
Yeah, that was the easiest thing ever, though. Sure.
It was pretty obvious. It was pretty obvious, yeah. So looking at A tier, some good ones, right? Kylo, Boba, Bosk.
Yeah.
Good picks. Some less good picks like Cad, Afra, Gideon. Oh, no.
You can put Afra in tier A, like.
I feel like
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. Maybe I may have campaigned for that. I can't remember. I think it just hard control yellow blue just was not the move. I think was the issue. Some other L's we took. We put Rey in B tier. We put Rey in the same tier as Fennec.
Oh my god.
Hondo, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Hondo should have been higher.
Hondo should have been higher. Hondo were spot on, I think.
No, the worst is the fact we put Kira in the same tier. as
Kira's
fucking
in C tier.
Right, that's tragic.
Both it's
That's tragic.
Kira. Unsubscribe right
Yeah,
now. We do not know
that's.
what we're
I'll take the hit for that one. That's definitely my
To be
doing.
fair, we got so many new subs since this video. We shouldn't have great subs.
These guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, we're gonna lose them all now
yeah.
once they see this. Oh God.
I
Yeah,
will
so
say,
why are we doing?
At least we got Finn right.
we got Finn right. We got
Yes,
Hunter
We
right.
did.
I do think. I think we were basically really wrong about like 4. Like we were really bad.
wrong about the mid leaders being mid, but we were right about the good and the bad ones.
Yes.
I think it's not. It's not horrendous. We just overcredited some, and then obviously Kira and Ray deserve to both be an A.
Why was Kira in C?
And probably me. Probably me.
Well,
I mean,
remember I kept saying it was bad until I got absolutely rinsed with it, and I was like, okay, it's really good. Yeah,
if anyone remembers the video, let us know.
I feel like I might have argued against Kira being good. Honestly, I don't remember anymore. But
I mean, at the time, I did not appreciate like how strong she was going to be as a control deck. So I can understand myself like being like, yeah, C tier seems fine.
But anyway, with that in mind, let's try again and try and get it right this time. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna redo set 2.
Yeah, we're redoing set 2. No, right. So let's start off. Right, I'm gonna just quick fire it because we're getting hot on time. So, Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Sidious.
That's a hard one to start out with.
Why don't we leave that one till the end?
Yeah,
leave that.
let's skip that one.
All right. Newt Gunray.
Okay. Also, Josh, is it meant to be on the screen because it's not there?
Oh, excuse me.
Newt Gunray, I feel like is A.
I think B tier. I'm not that confident.
I didn't mean to drop it in B, but if that's where it's gonna land,
It's landed like blue, green, black control, right? Like, I mean, it's gonna be good.
yeah. I mean, we didn't credit Kira enough.
Black control.
To be fair, you're probably struggling to put that many good exploits in a deck like that.
Well, so talking of blue black control, what about this one? Is this high
I feel
out?
like no one's gonna have to be. He's just Wrecker. You just get to play Wrecker.
I'm saying C tier. I'm saying C tier. I'm saying C tier.
No, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
C tier, B tier, C tier. Emmy, you decide. You decide.
We'll compromise. We'll go to B.
B. Okay.
We're not putting any control decks in C tier ever again.
All right. Let's go to a leader that's blatantly good. Count Dooku.
D tier.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, have a word.
A tier, man. It's A.
Potentially yes.
Let's put him in A and reevaluate. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon it's arguably the best leader in the new set.
I don't know if there's anything S tier in this set.
No, S needs to be like meta breaking. Not meta breaking, but like, can I play this against Boba Fett? Like,
Okay, well, there is a leader that does that. Yeah.
All right, well, Anakin.
A tier, surely.
I think A
that is
tier,
A
yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Rex.
C.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we're not feeling coordinate, no.
I'm not feeling
No.
coordinated particularly.
Nah,
value leader.
I haven't been enjoying coordinate from what I've seen either.
I mean, in
And on that,
drafting,
Ahsoka, we're going D, right?
No, what? She's not D tier.
I'd say C or D.
I don't think she's getting
she is
any
bad
tops.
Sabine.
She's not getting any tops in.
Dude, whoa, okay, relax. She's a 5/6 on deploy. Like she's just slow. Bad
See, this is
Sabine.
why we got stuff like Fennec in tier A on set 2.
She's a 5/6 on deploys on 5 in the same color.
No. She's a 3/6.
Okay,
You need 2 other units still for that.
it's not going to be that hard.
All right,
Like,
Emmy, what do you think about Ahsoka?
I think based on what we put right now, she can go lower B.
Ollie?
I'm okay with B. I don't think you should be higher than B.
I want her in C, but
Yeah, I reckon
with
C
the
as well. I'm gonna put her in C because I'm in control.
Yeah,
Yeah, she should not be next to Rex though, but okay.
the revolution.
Right,
Outrageous.
right. Padme.
D. They're out.
D. Is she?
They made Hunter worse.
Oh my
Padme's
god.
it.
I don't even want to know. Mace Windu.
B.
B, yeah.
I think you have to
Gotta
like,
do something with that deck.
Higher than Gunray?
I mean,
Yeah.
No.
And
Ooh.
the color combo is just crazy. Like,
You just said blue-black villainy control should never be in B tier.
what? No, huh? No, I below B tier. I said below B tier. Don't
Okay,
gaslight me.
All right. Yoda. Yoda. S tier, right? With the secret build.
The secret build.
It's not a secret. I think A. I don't think Yoda's better than Dooku.
Oh, you really think it an A? Wow.
I think it's
I mean,
A. I think
it's a late deploy. I want to see how it can like handle aggro before I put it in S.
I think
I think
A.
that's the
Yeah.
issue with all of the decks in A right now is how do they handle aggro?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's not going to be an issue in a moment. I'm sure we're coming to it.
Talking of aggro, Ventress. Where's she
Oh,
going?
this is the controversial.
B. I'm happy with B.
Okay, I think she should be an A. Ollie thinks she should be in D. Where do you think she should be?
No,
in?
I'm not saying D. I'm saying B. I think
Oh.
she'll get some tops. I don't think she's strong enough to be in the top.
I think just to define like what B is, at least in my eyes, is competitively viable, slightly niche, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is.
I just think First Strike is so crazy. She one shots Boba.
I think Forlom is crazy.
No, you're telling me the one card in the game that immediately
Obi-Wan
adds the card out?
Kenobi. We'll discuss the changes at the end.
See, I can't.
C, yeah.
Western
Mono
Rex.
blue is good. I think mono blue Obi is probably quite good, but like
Western
as a leader,
Rex.
Be interesting.
probably- No,
Uh,
top of C.
Top of C, yeah.
Top of C. Darth Maul. I mean,
We're gonna-
with Darth Maul, I'd be biased and put it in B, but you guys probably think less of it.
I want him in C.
Yeah, there's no if Ahsoka is in fucking C tier, Maul is in C tier.
Okay.
this is gonna be such a bad take. I think I want to clip this.
Well, we'll shift the things
are you
around
saying
in a
then?
minute.
What are
We're
you
being
saying?
quick. So Django.
B.
Yeah, B for
He's just not Boba.
worst
Like he's
Boba.
not bad, but he's just not Boba, right? Like,
I want to hear your bad
B
take,
for
Emmy.
bad.
General
Wow.
Grievous. General Grievous.
well, one sec, Josh. What's the bad take, Emmy?
Well, I don't know. I think the mole. I think it's actually.
I would put it stronger because I think it's really fun. It's a fun aggro deck.
I think like you can exploit the fact that you can do a red-green build where you put out things that are able to swing into trading, spill damage, and then go face. Like what is really good in this game is being able to do trades, but when you're in a position where you can do trades and do damage to the base, it's really strong.
I'll agree. I like the look of the the leader, but I'm happy to put it at low tier so that if I do well with it, I can rub in you guys' faces, basically.
Yeah. Put it in C and
It's a safer
win
bet.
a PQ with it.
Yeah, it's a safer bet.
I'm happy to be wrong, dude. Showcase looks sick. Give me an excuse to buy one.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm locked into playing it, to be honest, because it's such a sick looking card. Anyway, General Grievous, where are we going with this?
B, right?
I think this is B, yeah, maybe C, but B is fine.
No, it's got to be top of B. It's a
I wish
4A.
it was B, but it's probably C. But I think Sentinel is such a good keyword that it carries him as a leader.
Yeah, I think this is. If you want to play yellow exploit, this is the leader you play yellow exploit in, right?
Yeah,
Like it's definitely what you would do.
What about Pre?
B, maybe A. It's
B.
really good.
Oh, really?
Hard control.
Oh yeah, hard control is a thing, yeah. I don't
Okay.
know about
Because,
A though. I don't know about
I know about
A.
A. I'm not so bold as to suggest A. I think we put him in B, but like I think he's good. Like
I swear you've said B for every leader.
Yes, you're right.
We're running out of B space, that's for sure. So I can't read this name, it's too small.
Yeah, put him in S tier. Quinlan Moss, put him in S tier.
I think
Really?
A tier.
Nah, but bro, he's immediately meta relevant. That is the definition of S tier. He can one shot Boba. He can one shot Sabine. He has to be S tier.
No
Like,
one shot Boba.
He's super
Like-
easily.
How does he one shot
ECL.
Boba?
ECL in a Plo Koon or with coordinate online or ECL in Ayla. Done.
There you go.
Sorry, ECL.
And what
So
about
ECL
what
in-
about
so
this? What about this one? The green villainy.
One
Yeah,
second. So his ability, Emmy, triggers when. So he doesn't need to deploy if you to get his.
No. Plo Koon needs
The Plo Koon doesn't need
coordinate.
coordinate online, but Ayla is a 6/5. So you ECL in Ayla.
And she needs coordinate as well.
No, she only needs coordinate to just not take back damage. But like, if you just want to
that's
kill
true.
Boba,
That's true.
she will kill Boba,
Yeah, okay.
and that's all we care about, right? And
Okay,
from
then yeah. Okay, fair.
having tested that, getting coordinate online is not that hard.
That's true. Okay.
Okay, and then
Alright.
what about this critter?
I think B.
I think B. I think it's too action intensive, but no, I could be wrong.
He's got some stuff going for him.
For sure.
And
with
finally,
the Manufactory.
the Palpmeister before we have a. We just.
This one's so hard to rate.
Yeah, I think
In A?
I think like the
I'm down
safest
for A,
thing-
honestly.
Well,
Yeah, the
one
safest thing
thing,
is
one thing we have the joy of is we have two sides, so we could put one in A and one in like S if we think it.
yeah.
We can split our chances. So maybe if someone figures it out, it might become the S tier.
I think he's going to be good. I think someone's going to need to spend a lot of time making him good.
I mean, I'm sure someone will. It's a fun concept, and yeah, if you get bored of playing the normal way, you can always focus in on that. So, how do you guys feel about the list? But we did it fairly quickly, but let's.
I think it's going to be a B. I don't think it's so.
Let's do this. Let's do this. We've done like a super rushed one on the pre-release kind of week. I think we should do in like a couple of weeks when we start playing a more
After the
revised
Birmingham,
one.
we should revisit this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good
I
idea.
think like the tier list changes as new like new interactions get discovered. I think yeah, it's evolving, right? We're definitely taking a snapshot of this, but yeah, let's maybe do a proper one, like a dedicated video
I think
in a couple of weeks.
I think if I'm being fair, Anakin should probably be in B. Like he probably shouldn't be in A. That is my bias.
I'm happy with
I
having
think
him in A.
really, I'm high on him, but I think really the only leaders I look at and I go for sure are good are Quinlan, Dooku, and Yoda. And then there's a bunch where I'm like, oh, like Grievous has potential. I'm convinced Asajj is good, but you guys aren't. So like hedge bets. Like
Well,
Django.
let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up there, I say, because we've
Yes, I agree.
gone through a lot today. But Chris, yeah, do you want to wrap up the video?
Yeah, well, that is our set 3 tier list. The cards and leaders we are most excited for. We know it's been a couple of weeks since we have put out one of these, but we hope you guys have felt it was worth the wait. And yep, we're going to be back on schedule. I think all of us are going to be at the Birmingham event coming up.
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
So
if
we
you
will
check out if you left a comment on one of the videos, check out if you won, because today is November 4th and we're posting the winners tomorrow. So go check that out whilst these guys are emoting. Also, let us know in the comments how was your pre-release. Leave a like, what is happening. Leave a sub. We're almost at 800 subs.
get us to 1,000 before 2025. Do it.
Yes. Oh, how do you do that? That is crazy. And with that being said, peace out.
See you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to sub.